A new episode, and we'll be looking at competitive analysis. Now, this is a place where we take in depth look at competing products to compare and find out what's good, what's bad, using a set of predefined criteria. So, the idea is to do an evaluation between one product and another, but we have to benchmark it based on certain things that we find. So, in our case study, we have our personas are having transaction issues and transaction history issues and statement generation issues. So that's kind of our focus point when we're reviewing other apps. All right. And when to perform, you have to perform at the early stages. It's kind of a discovery phase. And faced with a client who works in an unfamiliar industry, computer benchmarking exercise can be a great way to immerse yourself in an unfamiliar domain. Great way to investigate what other people are doing and get a feel of how well and how badly they are doing as well. So basically, if you it's one way of discovering a product. Let's say you're in a different industry and you do not understand how that industry works. Reviewing other products will give you an insight of what is good and what is bad about that product. It gives you an in-depth understanding of your competitors in terms of strength and weaknesses. It allows you to learn from them and probably capitalize on their weaknesses as well. So these are some of the things we look out for, and there are different ways of conducting this thing. So there are times when you don't have any product at all, and maybe you're trying to like figure out a new product in the market, so you need to check out different competitors. So that way, in that phase, you are looking for gaps where you can innovate an idea that would make you stand out in the market. You're studying your existing competitors based on what they have, their architecture, their style, their processes, and you are at this point in time, you're actually reviewing a full SWOT analysis whereby you're checking for strengths, you're checking for weakness, you're checking for opportunities, you're checking for threats. So that's one way to look at it. And if you're looking at an existing product, which is what we are doing in this part, which is a First Bank app, we would look at a competitor, just one competitor that we feel is doing it very well, and we'll measure the different states. So in this case, we were looking at mostly the strengths, what they have, and we'll check other things, but most times is to highlight the strengths. So one way to perform competitor benchmark is to be clear on what you want to learn. That's we want to know how they do transaction history. In our own case, who should benchmark against between public and private sectors. In this case, we'll be looking at different banks or fintech applications. Then how should you compare one product to another? So basically, we just put them side by side, check how each of them, both products handle transaction histories, look at whether they fix what our personas are looking for in terms of delivering transaction histories and the likes. So here is a sheet whereby I've created another Figma templates in my community. You can take a look at them. This is for competitive analysis and benchmarking toolkits. So basically, you could read about the slides are there, and this is different templates which you could use to compare. We have our mockups and the likes to compare and contrast, and even our solution is also there as well. So let's head back to so this one can be used for when you don't have a product. You have list the things you're trying to look at, review, and you list in competitor and do a quick checklist of whether the competitor has it or not. And after that, you can do an in-depth description of the things you found out. Okay, we found out that they do their filter this way. You explain it, you highlight, you explain on the other end, and it will help you give a proper record of your competitor analysis. I also have mock-ups for both web and mobile, whereby you could do carry out such things. So in our next episode, we'll be looking at how we use competitive analysis to benchmark our products. And so if you have any questions, you can leave a comment. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode. Tests. So let's just see how it goes.